Hello, thank you very much for watching this video and the how to use WordRush. WordRush is a new application designed to make deeper learning fun in your class. As a teacher, I know that when I try and do activities and tasks that require students to delve deep, they get bored, they can be disruptive, they can do the bare minimum, and we need to change that. So, what I'm developing here is using gamification and gameplay to make deeper learning fun and for students to be far more engaged. So, it is really easy to create games in WordRush, and I'm going to show you how to do that and a few features. So, first of all, you click on Create Game, and you don't even need to have an account to create a game. I'm just going to create a really basic one and I'll delete it afterwards. Year 9 science. I'm not even a science teacher. I teach technologies at the moment. So here we go. This is the code here, and we can just add in a question by pressing on this. And we can have as many questions as we want, and we can have numbers, group numbers, we can have characters, we can have the writing timer and the voting timer. I find the writing and voting timer doesn't matter as much because the teacher is in complete control, but it is good to set the tone for students. So, what is a food? What is a food chain? And then we can add an image. I'll just add this one. Obviously, that's not the correct image for food chains, but as you can see, you can upload images. And now we can also add keywords here. And so if we want students to use keywords that we've been discussing in class or in their textbook, we can give them extra points if they mention those. And you can have as many as you wish. And what is a producer, etc. Name a consumer, as you can see, very easy to do. And then within a very short time frame, you can allow the students to join. So we'll hit save. I'll make it private just because I'm going to be deleting this later. It's just a test example. You can see other examples by going to wordrush.org and then going to games here. You'll see a bunch of games that have already been created. See Maori word support, HSC IPT error checking, that was my one. Superheroes, Sydney Metro. How cool is this? All sorts of games, and there's a number of private games. So it's actually probably about 3 times the number than what you can see because we do allow private games as well. So name a consumer, and that is everything. And then we just press this I, and so it's invisible now. So you can ask the students to join, project this on your screen, and the students will join. All right, so you can see that I have joined here, and in the future, in a week, you'll be able to click on a student's name and actually remove them from the game if it's not an appropriate name that they have selected. I'm going to go into incognito as well so you can see what it looks like for the students. So they need to type in this game pin here. They need to put in their username and then game pin. We are going to change that around. I've seen quite a few people struggle with that. So in a couple of weeks' time, we'll fix that flow up as well, and then hit join game. And they get avatars. So they get to feel like, they're invested in it. They can personalize it based on their character. So I'll go Nemo. Oh, I've already chosen Nemo, so you can see what I like there. And I'll do the kangaroo, and then we just hit start game. You can have multiple groups as well, and we are very close to bringing out a big update on that. So this is what the students see, and they can write something, very detailed. Oops, I probably shouldn't like that, right? I'm just going to just write some junk here, and let's say the student does something and they forget to save it. You can always get them to refresh, and guess what? The data is actually saved. So we've tried to make it really intuitive, and so a student doesn't say, "Oh, miss or sir, it didn't save." It does. We've really tested this to make sure that this is going to work in your classroom. So there we go, saving, and I've saved it here as well. I've got 2 replies have come up, And if I don't like one of these comments, let's say I don't like this, I just hit the little refresh button, and the student sees admin is asking you to rewrite the question. I'll change that to the teacher in the future, and then I can write again. Now, this timer, the student sees this timer, and that's how long they've got. But you can press start voting as soon as you think it's ready to go. Um, the student can continue to write until you hit start voting, and then they can no longer vote. They can only vote for someone else. They cannot vote for themselves. And this is working on mobile as well as other devices as well. So confirm voting, this is the teacher. And so the teacher can also provide positive feedback, go through the answers and show what are the good answers, what are the answers that are missing something as well. So here we see on the leaderboard, Alex is winning. And if one of the students wrote about producer, they would have got an extra 10 points. Now we've got a question about producers. So I'll just write this again. And as you can see here, we're just going through, start voting. And it's really powerful for the teacher to be able to vote. Students really do enjoy seeing that. And so you can vote for the top 3, and in the future, we'll make it the top 5. Now you can see here, Alex got 50 points, Adam got 25, and then we just click on show total score, and Alex is still winning. We can always download the CSV data here as well and export that into different formats as proof of the student learning. So that's what it looks like. And it is really straightforward and easy. We are designing new features and new functionality, so I'll just jump to that right now very quickly. And as you can see here, this is some of the more advanced functionalities. Homework I won't talk about. We are about to launch escape rooms, which is really exciting. It's this game within a game, and I'll upload a new video on that. Groups are being overhauled so that students can join their own groups. It looks more like a game where they can join different groups, and I will create another video about that. But we're launching escape rooms. Some of these will have scientific skills in them. They'll have writing bonuses, and I'm not going to explain too much about how it all works in this video, but just letting you know that we're trying to think 10 steps ahead in terms of product design and what teachers actually want. This homework feature is very exciting. I will say that. And if you want to go and have a look at your games, you can always go to wordrush.org and go profile and find your game and play again. You can update it, you can remove it. There is some duplication happening here. We do need to improve upon that. You can always change the country, your name, your email address, and your school. And there are subscriptions, and we'll be adding more and more premium features over time. So I've had a few questions about why have we made it free, and the simple answer is we want it to have maximum impact, and we want this to be the start of the journey. If we can build a community that's really excited about WordRush and deeper learning, and give this for free, that's amazing. That's something really exciting. And of course, there will be some premium features like in escape rooms. Not all our escape rooms will be free. There will be some that are free. But as we further develop this, there will become more and more premium features. But everything I have roughly shown you today is going to stay under this free tier. Looking for more feedback, and let me know how it's going in your classroom. Always interested to get early feedback, early testimonials, early ideas, so that we can further develop and continue to figure out how we can make deep learning really fun for all of our students. Thank you very much.